You're welcome to the Economy and Politics show. I'm Oto Abasi Abasekong. This is another interesting edition as we're in the new month of October. Last week, 1st October, Nigeria celebrated 55 years independence from British colonial rule. Though it was in a low-key manner, we reflect on it. President Muhammadu Buhari gave his speech and, of course, called on Nigerians to brace up for a time of prudence in resource management, called on the need to cherish and consolidate our unity, and also emphasize the need for every Nigerian to join hands with his government to effect a solid nation-building process. In this edition, we'll be looking at Nigeria beyond 55, focusing on the economy and policy. But first, let us start with Nigeria's interesting profile. Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation, the largest democracy in Africa, the largest mobile technology market in Africa, the country that has the highest internet usage in Africa, the largest economy in Africa, one of the fastest growing economies in the globe, the leading investment destination in Africa, and also the leading entertainment industry in Africa. But despite all this, when we look at economic indicators, Nigeria is presently facing a fundamental and existential crisis. Its current unemployment rate is 26.5%. Its gross domestic product for second quarter was 2.35%, below expectation. It has a current tight monetary policy rate of 13%, a misery index of 35.8% being the correlation between inflation and unemployment. Its World Competitive Index by the World Economic Forum is now 124. Inflation rate is 9.3%, and its current foreign reserve is $30.6 billion. Looking at all this, we know that Nigeria really needs to navigate through this challenging time. In terms of the political economy, what are the realities? According to Mr. Lufemi Awemisi of ProShare, Nigeria is at an inflection point, which means it's going through a level of increasing real interest rates, high income inequality, and declining real wages. This will obviously allude to the warnings by the Central Bank of Nigeria that Nigeria may slide into recession in 2016. Apart from these challenges, the issues of insecurity or insurgency prevails, though we've seen a proactive step, purposeful and focused approach from the Nigerian military under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. Despite the fact that over 800 casualties have been bled as a result of insurgency in 2015. Presently, the predicament of about 2.1 million internally displaced persons from insurgency in the Northeast is unfortunate. Also, the trend of kidnappings in the country, which calls for effective policing and a robust, solid security architecture under the watch of the current Inspector General of Police, Mr. Solomon Arase, arises. In the area of energy reforms, the Buhari administration is clearly focused on promoting transparency, reforming the operations and process of the state oil company, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation. The strategy is people, process, and enabling petroleum laws, which is a good one. But key issues are the subsidy and the petroleum pricing. Will they remain or will they be reviewed? These are critical issues in the sector, even as it is a major concern that foreign investment has been on a low from the international oil corporations. For the power sector, we will look at August as a remarkable month where power generation interestingly peaked at 4,800 megawatts. But the whole value chain of the distribution companies, generation companies, and of course the transmission company seems to be working seamlessly. But this is going to be reviewed to promote efficiency. This will drive the economic growth of the Nigerian economy. But there's still a lot of work to be done as it has to do with the power sector. In the area of public finance, the implementation of the Single Treasury Account, the TSA initiative for the Ministry and the Departmental agencies designed to boost revenue, transparency, and accountability in governance has its own impact on the financial market and continues to generate debates across the country. We look at those issues too. The judiciary on its part has to remain independent and strengthened as an arm of government fully equipped to discharge its duties and guarantee justice and equity for all Nigerians, irrespective of tribe, political inclination, and ideology. This is very key as we begin to see the anti-corruption drive and move of Mr. President. In the area of policy, a lot has been expected from President Buhari, and this week will be crucial as a list of ministers has been sent to the Senate President, Senator Bukola Saraki. They will be unveiled tomorrow, and of course, there are speculations about who and who are in that list. But by tomorrow, we will know whose names are there, and there are three things to note from the ministerial process. First, the screening. We hear from the Senate President that it will be a thorough process. So we're looking at how thorough the process will be. Second will be the caliber of people that will make the list, the issues of integrity, and that will be something that everybody will be looking at because of what President Buhari said. And third, their capacity, their pedigree, and their orientation to national service, considering the challenges of Nigeria at this time. And to conclude on this issue of policy, recently, Mr. Bismarck, in an interview, speaking with one of our national television platforms, said that the government of the day has 4 points for him to focus on, which include road, rail, healthcare, and education. If the government can focus on those four, he believes that we would have a headway in terms of development. Nigeria has come through a long way, and we believe that there are still issues that various groups in the country are looking at: marginalization, the review of the constitution, and other critical issues. But we believe that having gone past 55 years, we need to consolidate our unity, we need to strengthen our democracy, and where necessary, review our constitution. That will be all for this edition of the Economy and Politics show. You can join us on our social media platform at EcoPolNG, and also log on to our videos at www.webtvng.com. Nigeria has come a long way. Let's join hands together to consolidate our unity. Thank you for watching, and have a lovely day.